Hello, and welcome back to Cass Loves Tech. We have finally made it to the final installment of this 3-part series, and in this final video, I am going to be spending some time going over with Attorney Anderson payment processing, invoicing, and how to keep track of client consultations inside of Lawcus. Now, if you haven't had the opportunity to watch part 1 and 2 of this series, I have gone ahead and linked the playlist to part 1 and part 2 of the series above. Definitely feel free to click the link and go ahead and watch those videos. I don't want to waste any more time talking about it, so I'm going to go ahead and jump us right into the video now.
So then my last question will be for you as it relates to finances. I think I did this wrong. So they don't integrate with Stripe. Stripe is my primary, because that's who Dubsado uses. So my question is, I do have LawPay. How do I?
Yep, all you need to do is go to, online payments, and then you can add in LawPay here. So it's connected, but you would need to map this. So if your Stripe is your operating, you would need to map that, and then your OPEX, whatever that is, you would need to map that too, so that it can.
So my question is, where do I, because I kind of have things built out in Dubsado as packages. Can you do that here?
LawPay. So you add them in LawPay, and then you can map them out here.
Okay.
So inside of, and I am a Gravity Legal user. I love Gravity Legal. You can have multiple subscriptions. You can do a bunch of different things that you can't. I don't know LawPay like that. I feel like you can too, but I don't know LawPay like that, and I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's fine. My question is, let's say I finished the consultation and the person's like, okay, and I typically follow the proposal. I send you the information, you review it, blah, blah. And I finished the lead, Casita, and then how do I build out an invoice? Like I just go to
invoices. Go to invoices on the left. And then you would go to new invoice.
Okay.
And then you would go to, so Rojas, I think I saw there was something that's owed for $750, maybe. Somebody. But you would go to bill to, wait.
Oh.
Sorry. Go to bill to under, yep. And then you would put in whoever, just make up somebody. And then matter, we make up somebody, use the same matter. Yep, click on it. And then if she had anything here, it would go here. And if you had any notes that you wanted to add in, you can. The reason why you're not seeing anything under, now I can show you this piece on my side, because on my side, I have some entries that I could show you. So you see what that looks like fully. Okay. All right, cool. So, oh shoot, let me share the other one. I don't necessarily care. Let me do this one. Okay. So when you're in invoices and you go to create new invoice, if you had somebody that already had, like my admin person, she has a crap ton of entries, you would just hit add uninvoiced to activity to account. And it's thinking, because there's a lot and all the entries are here, and you would just hit add to invoice. This is why I like to have my admin account, because I could just play around and see. Now here, this is what, if you wanted to bill for all this, you could. Let's say you were looking at it and you decided that you wanted to make something non-billable to be nice. You can make that entry just one off and just start making things unbillable if you wanted to on your own. And then if there were any expenses, I put in everything, expenses, everything. So then expenses would be here too. And then you would hit save. And so now once it's saved, you want to go ahead and send it out, right? This is being mapped to QuickBooks, so I probably need to delete this really quickly after we're done. But then, yeah, QuickBooks is truth. So then you would hit send by email. You can do a couple of different things. You can send it by email. You can send the invoice as a payment link, or you can just, if they sent you a payment by check or cash, or through Stripe or another payment method, you can just hit add payment. So you don't have to use Lawcus for your payment piece. You can, if you have another way, it's maybe by your website where you start collecting payment some other way through Stripe, you can just come back into here and mark the payment as paid. And once you mark it, you can put in how they received it and how much you received, and it would mark it off.
That's how I was doing it. Okay, that part I did figure out. I was just trying to figure out if I say after I finish the consultation, I guess I need to create a workflow that says generate invoice, generate. I need to create workflows for if they wanted a trademark, blah, 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 and then hit the button. So then it'll send it based upon whatever the current rate is. But then if they have a custom, I have to do it manually. Okay, cool.
Yeah, custom manually, if not automation. And the automation would just send it out like an email, just like this. If you had a template, you would just click on the template and it would bring it up. But that's it. And then if you did a manual one, this would be how you would do that manually. You would just send it by email or do the link or just mark it as paid and do it whatever way you want to.
Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty much it, girl. I know that was a lot. I appreciate your time. I look forward to your follow-up. I'm just gonna have to take this one, make some decisions on which ones I'm gonna start migrating, because I have a deadline of February 28th of 2024 to have everything fully into Lawcus by that time.
What are you thinking is going to be the thing that you do next? I'm just looking.
The thing I need to do next is actually build out the trademark intake to end, all the forms, all the emails, all the videos, migrate them over. Once I get, because that's going to force me to touch all the aspects of Lawcus. Once I get that built out, I'm going to actually email Lawcus to make sure that I didn't do anything incorrectly with this email, because I don't know, with the beta, you said it should populate, but I think it's not populating because I haven't actually sent an email.
That's why, because you haven't sent an email. So the inbox is for like internal things that you're sending through Lawcus. And then the other side, inside of where you see all the activity under the thing, that's where you would see when you map them together. So when, like, for example, when you like click on that matter inside of Gmail and you say you want to push it, that you would see under the matter under that activity. But globally, or even for a specific matter, if you push something out, you'll be able to see everything that you've sent, or anything that anybody on your team has
from
sent.
Lawcus.
From Lawcus.
It's not going to mirror the actual Gmail inbox until you start activity. Got it. So I figured that out. I talked about the text messages. We added the sub person. I know how to do the conditional, and I know what that does not mean. And then I'm gonna have to just do some A is if it happens, B is if it's not happening. And then if I had other conditionals, they would be the CDs. And then reminders to the team or reminders to the person, boom. The engagement, boom. That's pretty much it. That was it.
I'm excited for you to start using it and using it a little bit more and more, and tell me how you feel once you start really using it.
Yes, I think that'll help me out a lot. Just keeping more better records and utilize the software, and then go from there.
Yeah, I definitely think that one of the things that you should play around with is if you're going to do the payment thing inside of Lawcus, like the payment piece, like if you really want to use LawPay or not, because I know depending on what you do, you can set up inside of the automation to send out, like if you know for your standard like one trademark application, you should have a set price and a flat fee. You can just have the system start sending those things out depending on what your parameters are and what they put in.
I'm gonna have to do that and then communicate with LawPay to build out sub packages in case I offer the payment plan or something. So then it'll automatically pull. And then I do have some people who are under subscriptions. So then I have to figure out what that's gonna look like too. So
Yeah.
I
Because
think, yeah.
technically, if they're under subscription, you can keep them. If they're in Stripe, you can keep them in Stripe.
It's
And
built out in Dubsado. I'm using
so that,
theirs. Mhm. So I
okay.
got a lot of theory building to do, and I have to do it globally. But I think if I just focus more so on let's get this one phase of production over here, then I can task payment lead, if that makes sense. I want to migrate a little bit more the post-sale process over here, because this is where a lot of the client, hey, did you touch? Did you do? And I want to get us out of having notes in Trello and having notes in Dubsado, and updating in Slack, because I want to.
Yeah, everything will and I saw that as one of your notes. You just want one centralized place for emails, appointments, and other tracking in one spot. This could do that in terms of like
Oh, that's what it is.
post-
Calendly. You remember how Calendly said it integrates, and yes, it's in my calendar, but how do I add a Calendly event to a person's matter if they booked a client call or something? There's no way to do that.
if they book a client call, no. But what you can do is this may not be exactly what you want, but this is an option, even though it may not be what you want. So you can do it under a matter, and you can do this. Oh, I'm not showing my screen. Sorry. Okay, so what you can do is you can do a call log.
Okay,
And
that's what I have video. Okay.
you can do a call log. So it's not the same, I know, but
No,
at
that's
least
fine.
something.
Yeah, no, and I can just leave the notes there. So then that way, any notes that I took from the call, I can just go there. So then it's not in Google Drive where I've been doing it. Cool.
Yeah, and you can do inbound, outbound, and honestly, you can track the duration of the call, and you can make a timed. You can make it a timed entry. That's what I like about it too. You can make it a timed entry.
I love that. Yeah, perfect. All my questions have been answered. Now I just have to map. And our next call, I would like some guidance on better naming syntaxes for things.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Today, it's been a pleasure getting to know you and working with you.
Thank you for your passion. It shows, and this is going to help me a lot.
Yes, I'm here for you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, legal masterminds, that pretty much sums up this series focusing on navigating law firm efficiency utilizing Lawcus. I hope that you found these videos to be helpful and you were able to take notes and, hopefully make some improvements with your systems while watching alongside myself and Attorney Anderson collaborate and consult on the various components that you wanted to focus on. The link to book a consult is below in the bio. Please feel free to get in touch with me if you want to have a one-on-one brief call to talk about a pain point or two involving your own CRM system. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe to the channel so that you're kept in the loop on all future videos that are released, and like this video so that I can make more videos like this. If you have any comments, definitely feel free to provide them below. Any clarification questions, I am here to support you. And until the next video, have an amazing day and continue thriving with your systems. Bye.